Just hours after Mbabazi finally broke his long silence on running for presidency, President Museveni came out scoffing at the move, challenging Mbabazi on what role he played to redeem Uganda while he was still in the system. A tough-speaking Museveni said Mbabazi is equally responsible for what he claims to be NRM government failures. While declaring his bid to run for the 2016 presidency, Mbabazi said there is need to breathe new life into Uganda's system of government. He also said there is need to revive the mission of improving the different sectors. But Museveni says the latter was at the center of the system and therefore all the weaknesses should have been supervised by the Prime Minister.
The coming election is about the future, about making Uganda work for everyone. It is about reinvigorating our country and making it fit for the 21st century and beyond. And it is about breathing new life into our system of government, a system that has become weak and inefficient.
However, he said somewhere else that the country is tired, nursing a tired nation. Well, Right Honorable Mbabazi has been at the center of our system all these years. He was in the security services, he was in the parliament, he was Minister of Security for a long time, he was Secretary General of the party, and eventually he was Prime Minister. Now, the weaknesses which are there, which I am the one who is always criticizing those weaknesses. For instance, the weakness of school charges in spite of the UPE. These are weaknesses that should be supervised by the Prime Minister and other leaders.
On the issue of tardiness, corruption and lack of commitment in executing government programs, Museveni challenged Mbabazi to explain to Ugandans why he failed to monitor the actors while still in the system.
To improve education, health and public services and ensure that they are delivered fairly and to high standards. We need to restore our party, the NRM, and return to its roots, a genuine, accountable, and democratic movement.
The issue of being tired, some sectors which are tired, the issue of corruption, the issue of all the other weaknesses that I know very well and I always talk about. Restoring the NRM, restoring the NRM. Right Honorable Mbabazi is the one who can tell us more about some of those weaknesses.
According to Mbabazi's eighth critical point of focus, he promises to enhance the quality of education and address skills gap. This can be justified by an early distribution of mathematical geometry sets and books that bared his picture. But Museveni thinks Mbabazi owes Ugandans an explanation as to why he was not able to do this while he was still the Prime Minister.
At the price of 3,500, that would need 14 billion shillings. Now, the budget of the Ministry of Education is 2.3 trillion shillings. So when Right Honorable Mbabazi was supervising the whole government, not just one sector, the Minister of Education was receiving 2.3 trillion, 2,300 billion shillings. Now, these mathematical sets if you were to give them to 4 million children, need a total of 14 billion. I think the Right Honorable Mbabazi owes you an explanation why he didn't do that when he was Prime Minister, and he's now talking of doing it when he's now in his new position.
A new age is upon us, and upon this our focus must rest. Yesterday is gone, and today's challenges must have newer, better answers.
As events unfold, one cannot be wrong to say that this is just the beginning and more is in direction. All ears and eyes are open and waiting to see who will emerge victor at the end of the day. Gislina Chibule, WBS TV in Kampala.